Guys, give me one moment. Ugh. Man, I'm so mad. Actually, sort of embarrassed too, but that's the dealing of it all. Alright. I have the stream going so far. Let's set this right. Let's open this chat into a new window. Probably nobody will come, but that's okay. Let me do the info. And then we'll begin. Now, while I'm talking, because I know my mom is having her TV on, well, just my brother's, but who cares? Oh yeah, support. Okay, nobody's gone on to the chat and said anything. Is this good? I guess. Should do this more often. I gotta make sure this is always Eastern for some reason. Monetization, hit save. Alright, so let me do, alright. I'm at the live control room. I'm gonna go to the view page. Let me hit mute because I know it's going to display 1 and it's going to be me. Alright, let me set this out in the tweet. I know nobody will come, but it's all about what's going on. I'm just setting this out. Maybe I should pin this to Pinterest. Okay, now let's get back to the live control room. Pretty sure nobody will say anything right now. Even though it's just me. The appearance was by me. Little ad insert. Okay. And now shall we begin, really, truthfully. Hello, my YouTube family. This is me, Lindsie, with one more thing. And I think I should do this like a small series. If you guys like to see that happening, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And, yeah, let's talk. So, anyway, I guess I should talk about this. My father has not really been much for me lately. I mean, ever since what happened last summer, and he's still being bad. And it, and I hate to say this, but it got worse, and I mean really worse. I found out from, according to my mother, she said she spoke to somebody who who's been not attending. She said who's been going to the bar over out in the city the countryside known as Chesterfield. Says the reason my father got kicked out of this bar is because he said something very inappropriate. Yet apparently he was probably drunk. And I think what was going on is he said something very inappropriate and he got kicked out because he insulted his bartender. The owner got really mad at him, and yeah, and my father really was not allowed to go back. Although I really want to know what really happened. It's like, what did he really say? Is he like trying to hit on her, or is he was trying to get that bartender laid with me or my brother? And just letting you guys know, in the key of facts, my father thinks I'm a lesbian. I'm not. I never said I was, because if you go on to both my Twitter and my Instagram, which I should put in the description, this is the reason why I hate my father for this. Please don't demonetize my YouTube channel. All YouTube. This is kind of a madness going on. Yeah, so if you guys check out onto my Instagram and Twitter account, which I'll put down in the description right now. Let me do that right now. Follow me on Instagram. And then follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you guys are probably watching this. You'll check out the description down below. I mean, this is the reason why it's gonna end up kicking him really bad. If you both check out my Twitter and Instagram, my Instagram, I say mad woman, and my description is mad woman in the mad world, vlogger, gamer, huge fan in the Chris Hero. And then I just put his Instagram name. His Instagram. Actually, you might as well add him too, so you guys can follow him. Just don't say anything stupid like a sexual thing, because I mean, I've seen comments when Chris just retweeted WNXT. Somebody said something really stupid, like it was a female, but she was talking to, I thought it was another female, but in fact it was a male. Trying to get Chris to be the love interest for a guy in his writing. I'm like, excuse me? No, he does not swing that. I just found that out when I saw the video clip from Beyond Wrestling. Actually, yeah, I'm just trying to go get his, yeah. Yeah, so, I'll put his, Twitter on, because this is going to be mostly also talking about him as well. So if you check him out on both Twitter and Instagram too, I mean, I really appreciate that. But don't forget, if you're like dating shows, tag him, but you can also tag me. I don't mind. I'll make sure to see it, because I know it's kind of weird. Okay, let me just put Chris in, because, I really love this guy so much. But what it is from my father, I mean, he says he had done something, and if this is the case, I'm going to be really angry at him. But then again, I don't know what was it. I mean, unless this bartender is considered to be an SJW, it, then it would be war. I mean, I would go right to the owner and demand her to be fired because SJWs do not deserve to have anything unless they're like, I don't know, like Lacey Green. Ugh, I shouldn't mention her. She's terrible. I mean, just look what happened. She went after Philip DeFranco, and and I don't know. I nearly almost felt sorry for Philip, but he just defended himself, and it's just how sad and pathetic it is. I mean, she's supposed to be a YouTuber like him, but I think she's leading into the wrong things. But if you're supposed to be an SJW, you're not supposed to act so awful. I mean, but that's just my opinion. Let me get back to what I'm doing. Silly me. So, anyway. I'm gonna put him in. He's gonna be mad at me. I love this guy. This makes me happy. But anyway, so I don't know what was if he was trying to hook up if he was trying to hook up the bartender like to me or my brother, I'd be really angry. Because that would be kind of offensive. Because my brother doesn't need anybody, and joining me a woman is going to be an embarrassment. Because first of all, I never said I was a lesbian at all. And if I did, I would tell Mom, and she would never tell Dad. And plus, I don't have any feelings for any woman, right? Ever. I mean, I used to. That was just stupidity, and I was dumb, and I just didn't know. But that's why I like guys. It's because of this, and I do respect the lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgenders in this situation, and even though they are badly being put out there by, well, our president of the United States. I mean, but not to mention those on YouTube as well. I mean, let me just say, I do follow Joey Graceffa. I always have a hard time saying his name right. And the reason why is because he's kind of funny and kind of cool, and he's like a brother I would like to have who has his own channel. Well, he has two channels like I do, but his main channel is where he does a lot of crazy stuff, testings and whatnot, and he's really a cool, funny guy. And I like his boyfriend too. I mean, Daniel is. And that's what I mean by. And then, and he's really kind of funny when he goes playing games. I only seen like a few times, but that's just me. But then of course, I always like to blog about things like, I'm talking about a lot of things, especially with wrestling. Like, for instance, I do mention about Chris, but excuse me. But, like, for instance, I had done another stream actually this morning because I had to talk, which is titled Dieting and More Vlog, which I streamed, and so far, like, I got 1 like and 5 views. Thanks for everybody. And I talked about, was the one thing I do mention was definitely talking about, was mentioning with Chris Hero's student, Tim Donst. And I found out that, last night he was in fact going to go, he's welcome back to IWA Mid-South. And actually, I'll put my video up there. So we have one person who's watching me. Good grief. And I guess they won't say anything. That's okay. I'm not mad. But, you know, the one thing that it's just how it is, you know, even though I talk about a lot of people and whatnot, but the one person is just how I ended up doing things. But, you know, I'm kind of disappointed right now of what the situation going on with my father. And the reason why he got thrown out of that bar is probably because, you know, because he's been drunk. And I would agree, but then again, I blame the bartenders and the owner for not stopping him. I mean, try to limit it for him. But then again, if my father says something really stupid, like trying to hook this bartender up with on me and my brother, or he's trying to hit on her, I mean, it's fine. I mean, but this is kind of ridiculous. And for my mother, on the other hand, she needs to quit it. Until I see the whole entire story about this situation, like, screw it. But, you know, and the only other thing, actually, is, like, what happening when I found out this, like, today, was through both Scarce and Philip DeFranco, was the situation between, the two YouTubers. And I'm kind of like, who's telling the truth, really? I mean, is it really Rice Gum or is it Gabby? Should be. I mean, it's like nobody's being straight up honest. But I know Scarce interviewed him, and he sounds like he's really. I mean, I think he's probably telling the truth. Even though to be honest, I never subscribed to neither one because of how things are. It's just my opinion, but, you know. Anyway. It's just how sad and pathetic what was going on with my father, and what my mother says, if it's true or not, I don't know. It's just that ever since last summer, when we were into Florida, and I was such a awful person because I was very upset and angry at myself and my father and my family. Actually, I'm nearly mad at everybody because I was moping because of what happened 30 years ago. Well, actually it would be 4 now. I really wanted to see Chris on NXT badly, and we were supposed to go to Florida, but my mother had come up with excuses. I feel these were excuses, and then again, I don't know what. And then when I found out Chris got released, and I really wanted to see him at the indie shows, but, you know, push comes to shove. And then, of course, what happened this year. I was devastated, man. But either way, I just don't know. And, you know, it's kind of ridiculous, kind of stupid, but, you know, in the end, I just don't know who I can trust. You know, and no matter what I'm trying to do, I'm just gonna do this. You know, it's hard for me to figure out things right now. Like, for instance, I want to go try to see if Chris would be available for the, for the WrestleMania weekend. But then again, I don't know what. But, you know, the one thing for all this happening between you and me, my father and my mother and everybody, is just pushing me to the edge until I try to break down. All because one thing that's trying to get to my happiness, and this whole entire people, either if it's Chris Hero, Tim Don, Santana Garrett, Ben Boone, Emma Blackery, Jordan Mallon, Phil DeFranco, you name it, and anybody who I like, that's the situation. And no matter how things are, no matter what will be, you know, I'm just how I am. Somebody was on. I'm glad they didn't do anything. But yeah, if Father says that he didn't do anything wrong, I will start yelling. And I find out he did, I will start yelling at him, because I'll tell him that you need to limit yourself with your drinking, and also this is a PC world, Dad, and you know everybody will go crazy. But if I hear something else, and I find this bartender is an SJW, all hell will break loose. I mean, don't believe me? Ask Ethan Klein, ask Sargon of Akkad, sorry. And they'll tell you, and heck, actually ask Phil DeFranco. I mean, these are the people who would understand that YouTube would come. These YouTubers would talk about the SJW. I think even yeah, I mean nearly everybody who knows about this. I mean, all the guys who I've subscribed to who are really talking about this, and you know, it's how it is, because there are bad SJWs who will make themselves the embarrassment. I mean, actually, I almost done an SJW thing myself. I'm just going to post it on Instagram. But what happened was I was in a very cranky mood, and all I just wanted to do was get dinner. And I went to Wawa out in the township. And guy was giving out free samples. And I said, no, thank you. And then he was asking me what's wrong. And then I nearly broke down. And I almost decided to go up on Instagram and just say how horrible I felt. Because, I don't know why the guy asked me that, number one. I mean, I was just fine. I said no, thank you. That I felt. Actually, he almost went SCW on me, to be honest. Because all I just wanted to was to get my dinner and go home, because I was trying to make sure the stream's going well, because lately the streaming is acting very weird when I went to try to stream from my gaming channel. I don't know why. I do blame Comcast at least, but then again, I always forget to do some resets and stuff, because, you know, although except for the situation with going on with my iPad, when every time I go check which YouTube channel, they still say I'm not subscribed, but I know I did subscribe. You know. Anyway, guys, I know this is ridiculous, but you know, I'm just thinking on my mind, and I know I'm feeling. You know, probably thinking you're crazy, but I'm not just crazy. I'm just very angry, very upset, and I'm very disgusted. And the one person I do not want to speak about is about my father, but you know, he's trying to push me to the edge and thinking I'm just a freaking somebody, but I'm just not just somebody. I'm just me who loves to use YouTube to make a platform to talk about her favorite wrestlers and saying that, I'm just using myself to not just boost me up, I'm boosting my 4 favorite wrestlers in the world. And then some. If anybody has me thinking I'm using them, wrong. I'm using this platform to boost them, and no matter what, like I'm boosting anybody else. But when I'm dealing with some kind of embarrassment, like my father or my mother, I just lose it. I know you guys are probably thinking you shouldn't say that kind of stuff about your parents. Well, it's not me, it's them. I mean, there's a lot of people I care about, but my parents, I don't think they really care about me anymore. Well, mostly my father, I should say. I mean, after all, if you look back into my channels, they far back as August of 2016, I have a total meltdown. And it's not even cool. And so anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up right now. Somebody said that was very solid. They liked my video. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the comment, non-copyright music, tribal and CS. Thank you. And yeah, the person just comment my video, says which is the video I made, says why does this WrestleMania weekend will suck for me, because it's all because of everything had changed. Everything changed onto me, and I don't know if I'll be the same as myself anymore. I mean, I don't like talk about this, but besides that, my parents just drive me to insanity. And the happiness and the happiness of anybody besides all the YouTubers I look forward to, or even Ben or Santana or Mike. One man just save me out of the slump. It's what keeps me loving wrestling. Anybody who attends the WrestleMania weekend, I'll say this once, but that's it. If anybody is at Orlando during the WrestleMania weekend, and anybody who says to Cassius Ono and tell him, hey Cassius, there's a YouTuber, goes by the name of Lindsie. I think you know her because she tweeted to you and she made that video for you for your birthday. And she's wondering if you're going to tweet to her for her birthday, like you somehow did last year. Even though I want to say it's probably because of Ethan Page. Actually, the funniest thing is, I just watched Ethan Page live stream, and somebody asked him where he came up with the name Alt Ego, and he said he was originally one to call himself the Alt Ego Kid because of Chris. I mean, straightforward. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I have to be like this, but if you guys would, please hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And please just leave good comments. Just don't say anything odd. And yes, I'll see you guys maybe next time. If I get more than 2 likes, I'll do another one more thing to talk about what's aching me and make me angry and stuff. I mean, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna get off. It's almost. I really want to get off because it's almost time for. Yeah, it's almost time to watch Fallon. Jimmy Fallon. Though I watched his show, the one thing I would recommend saying this is I know a lot of people are like totally against him, but actually, I mean, Jimmy's really kind of being really nice. He's inviting YouTubers on his show. Oh, I mean, last week he had Rhett and Link of their YouTube channel, Good Mythical Morning, and last night he had Lily Singh, who promoted her book, Hook. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's another thing I really want to do, is to get on to the Tonight Show. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.